everybody. We've just had a really exciting morning here at the Capitol. We've had people join us who are into innovation and education. I want to introduce our visitor from Colorado, Vic Ahmed. I want to introduce Julia Burns, who is going to be creating Pathways High. And I want to introduce Amber Regan, who is also a partner with Julia to innovate this new school starting August of 17.
Yeah.
So we had such a good time talking about most likely to succeed. And what we're talking about is the need to innovate, the need to transform our education systems. And Julia is going to be doing it, Vic is doing it, and Amber is doing it. So let's hear their story about most likely to succeed. Vic, why don't we start with you? You came from Colorado. Tell us your story about how you think we need to innovate. You've done it.
Well, thank you for having me, first of all, and it's been inspiring to work with Julia and Amber. They're such leaders with such passion for changing and transforming their communities. So what we are doing in Colorado, and we hope to share those successes here as well, is in two parts. One is about innovation and entrepreneurship that we are working on at my company, Innovation Pavilion, and then is our educational initiatives, K through 12 particularly, that STEM school is leading. We have a board for STEM Academy that I'm the chairman of the board of. So I can't take the credit for all the great work that's been done. It's been a great team led by Dr. Penny Euchre and many of our cohorts who have really transformed education. And some of you have visited there already, and you must have heard this is a magical place where children actually enjoy going to school and take ownership of education themselves. And oh, by the way, as a byproduct, their test scores are on top of the pile. So it is giving us a double benefit, and we are hoping to take this model nationwide, and now we're collaborating with Julia and Amber to bring some of those best practices and from other places as well, and bring them to probably an even better school here.
Well, is it a one size fits all model, or is it different than that?
Not at all. It is the whole strength of the school is that each child can work in the way that they can best absorb the information, and they can work on their own pace. So it's a self-paced program, but it also is very rigorous. As you can see, their test scores on top of the pile. But collaboration, working in teams, project-based learning as at the core of it and as the heart of it.
And Julia, you had this brainchild with Amber. You're inspired, and you're going to initiate the school starting in August. Tell me what motivates you.
Well, we were initially inspired by the film Most Likely to Succeed, and also our involvement in a program called Destination Imagination, which is very similar to the curriculum and the program we will have at Pathways High. And that is team-based, project-based work that is open-ended in the sense that students get to interact with content in a way that is meaningful to them. But it is also project work that is structured and designed by teachers, as well as, in the short term, we hope to have partnership involvement and businesses helping to influence the scope of those projects.
Amber, why don't you tell us why you're getting involved?
Yeah, so like Julia said, Destination Imagination was very pivotal in my children's upbringing, as well as an experienced team manager is what they call it. I've worked with over 15 teams, 7 kids on each team, and that type of work, project-based work, is so often put just toward the gifted and talented. And in the work I've done, I've really seen that any student can access this type of learning in a really powerful way. And so because of that, when we saw Most Likely to Succeed, we really saw the platform for us to move forward and to bring project-based learning into the classroom in a deeper, more meaningful way.
And Vic, you said that what's impressive about the Colorado school was that it was a failing school. It wasn't, and it was a school mostly for low-income children. And we have those schools in Wisconsin, and we are trying to say all children should have the best education. What happened in the school to be able to turn it around?
Yes.
How hard was it to change it from a failing school to a performing school?
So it was not in a low income area. Let me
Okay.
correct that fact first. It is in one of the richest counties and cities there. It was a new charter school, and for whatever reason, the test scores and the financial management of the school was quite poor, and it found itself in an F grade from the school district. We recruited, well, I wasn't there then, so I shouldn't say we. The then board recruited Dr. Penny Euchre, who had just built out a STEM school in Adams 12, which was a low-income area.
Okay, that's where I got
Yes,
that. And then
and
you
she-
said the higher income area was not duplicated, but started.
So she basically had taken a brand new STEM school there in that district from 200 to 4,000 students by year 3 with test scores on top of the pile.
And they started off as a failing school?
And she was brought in, the school was failing. In 1 year, she went from an F school to an A school. 4 years later, we are 11 out of 345 schools in Colorado, and the fastest growing charter school in Colorado. And if you walk in there, like I said, it is a delight to watch how engaged these young people are and how they are thriving. The reasons, since I wasn't the one who did the transformation, I was a person watching it from the sideline. Dr. Euchre and her cohort, she basically came in, there were already 30 teachers there. She replaced only 6. Same student body, same teacher, but an inspired culture change. That this is all about the children and their learning. And she took that without much financial means. And you might know Colorado is the second lowest in per pupil funding
That's
in the country.
important to say, because a lot of people say, oh, I bet Colorado has a lot of money in their schools, a lot more than we have in Wisconsin, but it's not true. My staff saw your school and they said, you'll be amazed at how much money they spend in these schools. It's a lot less than Wisconsin. So
Absolutely.
it's not just money that gets these results.
It's the second lowest per pupil
In the country?
in the country.
Wow.
And now today we have over 2 million in the bank.
Wow.
With that sort of low funding, so she has
So
made
you have
this.
you have 2 million that you have in your fund balance that you haven't spent.
That is correct.
That's amazing.
Yes.
There's a message here.
And I will say that Vic told us in the car that the teachers are compensated very competitively.
4% higher than the district average.
Well, there's a lot more to tell, but we're going to have to end because we are committed to just taking a little bit of your time to get you interested to see the movie Most Likely to Succeed. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it.